Juggalos and Juggalettes, this is your big homie Big Ian coming at you live and direct for the newest interview for Faygoluvers.net. Today I'm sitting down with MadChild of the Swollen members. MadChild, say hello to everybody.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Much
Um,
love and respect.
we are catching up with MadChild while he is out on tour in Canada with Slaine. MadChild, I know you're really busy out on the road. I'm going to go through this real quick and knock this out with you. First thing I wanted to talk to you about, man, is like you have really kicked your music and your career into overdrive in the last couple years. And I'm talking about multiple Swollen members releases, multiple solo releases, re-entry to the U.S., touring Canada. And what I really want to know, man, right off the bat is like, what is driving this like huge resurgence of just all this new music, all this new touring? It's like, where has all this new content come from?
Well, I think it's come from first of all 3 years of sobriety. Like, I am drinking occasionally now, but I'm still drug free, and it's just changing my life in general. Like, I went through some real trials and tribulations with painkiller addiction, and I've been, since I got back on the right track and on the right path of life, I sort of just really wanted to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and I was just like, I can't think of anything I'd rather do but keep rapping, but this time I want to become the best I can be at it, and I want to do my best. And I told myself I don't want to be in my deathbed in 40 years, 50 years, whatever it is, and look back and go, oh, I should have tried harder. I should have given my best shot. So basically, I feel like I'm getting a second chance at life. I'm getting a second chance at a career. I really want to give it my all this time. So no matter what happens, I can look back and say, you know what? I really did try my best, or I gave it as close to 100% as I could, or 100%. I mean, I still want to try harder. I still want to do better. I'm just striving to do my very best, and I think that's making the difference in not only the quantity that I'm putting out, but the quality that I'm putting out. And I see the fans embracing it, and I see the difference in the amount of success that I'm having. And I think it has to do with my work ethic, but also the fact that I want to be my favorite rapper. You know what I mean? And I am one of my, it is at that point right now, and I'm surrounding myself with people like Slaine, who are some of my favorite MCs. So, I just eat, sleep, and breathe this shit now. It's as simple as that.
Okay, all right. Now shifting focus to your current release that we wanted to talk about, the Lawn Mower Man album. Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about like what makes this project different from stuff you've done in the past. Any special collabos, anything that makes this album special and would make somebody want to listen to it.
Well, I made an album that I love driving around and listening to. I'm extremely proud of this album, so I can tell you that right off the bat. Dope Sick was kind of, at the time of my life where I was coming out of my trials and tribulations, so I was like, kind of like reflecting on life and coming back to life after losing lots of money and losing my self-respect. And it was a tough time. It was a very depressing, very lonely time because I had to separate myself from the rest of the world. I had to walk away from like 99% of the people that I knew. 3 years later, I'm not going to, not that the album came out 3 years ago, but you know what I'm saying. It came out like a year ago or whatever, but it still was from that period of my life. Life is much better now. I'm working full time. I'm happy. I'm doing what I love thanks to my fans. I'm able to work full time thanks to their love and support, and that includes the Juggalos and Juggalettes. That I'm able to work full time on my passion. So, I'm celebrating life again. I'm happy again, and Lawn Mower Man is just very much a celebration of life. It's just happy, exciting, raw energy. The lyrics are just as fierce as ever, razor sharp. But the songs breathe more, and to me, that's progression in itself. I feel like I'm continuing to get better, and I'm very proud of this album. I'm proud of where I'm at as an MC. A lot of MCs, as they get older, they lose their edge, or they might not be as razor sharp as they were for their first couple releases, and then you kind of get disappointed as a fan, like, oh, I love this guy's first two albums, but now he's kind of fallen off. The music's softer, or the lyrics aren't as sharp, and that's not the case with me. I'm not letting age get in the way. I don't look at life as I'm getting older. I look at it as I'm getting better, and I told myself when I got back on track that I wasn't going to be one of those guys that sort of let things become jaded or let things become sort of softer as I went on. I'm getting more and more fierce as I go, and I think that translates with the music. It translates with fans. You know, we're filling every club that we play in, and things are exciting.
Awesome, man. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to ask you about, and this is something that we had touched on when it had first gotten announced, was a couple of years ago, you and Slaine announced that you were going to be working on a project together, and now that you guys are actually out on tour currently, there have been, you know, hints and rumors starting to leak out of Canada that this group is actually taking its first steps towards an actual release. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we're on tour still. You know, we're becoming good friends. The name of the group is solidified. We're calling our group Supreme Villain. You know, we have a handful of songs done. We might be recording a bunch of tracks next week while on the road. We're going to probably bring out a studio and put it on the tour bus, and then record as much as we can for the last week and a half of the tour. We're definitely making plans on. You know, I have a huge busy tour schedule right now, and Slaine's very busy too, but we're making plans in November when we're going to get together and do more recording, and then around after Christmas. So it's a real thing. It's definitely happening. It's going to be part of the launch of Battle Axe Records again, and people got to be on the lookout for it because it's exciting. We've done some videos and stuff like that that'll be coming out soon to sort of start branding the group and the lifestyle. And we'll take it from there. It's going to be fun.
Do you have any sort of like speculated release date or, you know, late 2013, early 2014, any guesses like that?
It'll definitely be like 2014. I would think in the first half of 2014.
Okay, awesome.
For the album. But we'll put singles out before that.
Awesome. Okay, now one thing that I know that a lot of your fans, specifically in the U.S., would like to know is, like, at coming off of this long ban that you had where you were not able to come to the States, you performed at the Gathering of the Juggalos, you've done Warped Tour, but I know that there are a lot of fans who haven't gotten to see you at either of those events that want to know, will you be doing a Swollen Members or MadChild headlining U.S. tour anytime soon?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm going on tour with Twisted right after this headlining tour across Canada, the Lawn Mower Man tour that I'm on with Slaine. And then I believe I'm going on like a festival tour in Europe right after that. Then I'm doing my own headlining show in L.A. at the Viper Room on November 2nd. And then we'll be putting together like my own MadChild tour in America. And then Swollen Members will be touring in America as well. So absolutely, now that I'm allowed back in, we're going to be reconnecting with all the fans. They've been so patient and so loyal and waiting. And we're going to do as much touring in America as possible. I'm so happy to be allowed back in. I can't even tell you. I'm so stoked.
Awesome. Okay. Well, MadChild, that's all the questions I had for you right now. Is there anything else you'd like to say to all the fans listening to this?
Yeah, I just want to tell you guys, and thank you guys, actually. I want to thank you guys so much for actually buying my record and buying Swollen Records. It makes such a difference, and we make such a impact on the industry together as a family and as a movement, as an underground movement. And, you know, these guys are like, how do these guys sell these records? It's because we have such incredible, we're the best fans in the world, and I'm speaking to you guys listening. I just can't thank you guys enough. I know how easy it is to download an album for free or get an album for free, and you guys pay your hard-earned money to actually support and buy the record because you know that allows us as artists to continue doing what we love to do on a full-time basis. And if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be making music in my room, which is cool, but it's a lot more fun when you're able to sort of make that your job and make a living doing what you love to do. I'm very thankful. Thank you so very much.
Awesome. MadChild, thank you for taking the time to do this interview today, man. And until next time, Juggalos and Juggalettes has been MadChild, the Swollen Members, and Big Ian. We're out.
Much love. Thanks.